Welcome back to the mix, everyone. Now, Romeo, your family had a huge week last week. Not only was it Pop's birthday, but he also secured an endorsement deal for your brother Hersey that could make him the highest paid college basketball player in the nation. As long as the doubles, how do you say it?
NCAA. NCAA. You don't matter. You don't got to say that right.
Great. As long as they change the rules for their players to be able to make money off of their own name, because we've talked about this on the show over and over. College players deserve to be paid. So yeah. I know it's a good time in the Miller house right now.
Yeah. No, college players, definitely should be paid. My brother, he got a lot of deals on the table if he could benefit from his name. I mean, college has been benefiting from all of these players from day one. I'm just saying, Zion went to Duke. How much money do you think they made from the number one jersey at Duke? Billions. Hundreds of millions to billions. And shout out to my brother Hersey, though. He's definitely a young trendsetter. A lot of these endorsement companies, they're looking at him as the trailblazer, looking at him as the face of the future for putting on for HBCUs and not being afraid. My little brother, I love that kid because he's fearless, and that shows in his game on the court. And I think they like that off the court as well. He's not afraid to be him. He's not afraid to be first. He's not afraid to fail. My brother, no, guess what? You fall down, you get right back up. So shout out to Hersey. Man, it's the NCAA, Jamie, but I got to tell you, when I was in college, the NCAA didn't let me make no money. People ask where Lil Romeo went. I'm going to keep it real with y'all on the mix on FOXSOUL. I couldn't do anything because I was playing college basketball under the NCAA. So I wasn't allowed to have a career.
Wow. Speaking of Hersey making incredible bounds, in history, it looks like he just started a new trend because talented young players, they're taking their skills to HBCUs. Over the weekend, it was announced that Shaq's son, Shaquille O'Neal, has committed to playing at Texas Southern University.
Yeah, baby.
Listen. This is huge. Like, finally, like all these notable Black athletes are going to HBCUs. I'm about to say bank. They're going to the bank.
I love to see it. I love to see it because I actually went to Prairie View, which is like 20 minutes from Texas TSU.
The Prairie View girls be, I grew up in Mo City, H-Town. I know.
So when I saw the article, I immediately thought of your brother Hersey. I was like, see, it only takes one person to show people, okay, this is cool. I won't become the black sheep if I do this. So I love to see it. But I want to ask you guys, because I did see Deion Sanders, who is head coach of Tennessee, the HBCU. He said that at the draft, a lot of the HBCU players got overlooked by the league when they were just as good as the players who got looked at. So do you think that going to an HBCU could potentially hinder you from going to the league in the long run?
Well, this is the thing, like of 200, I think it was 259 players who were drafted. Not one was drafted from an HBCU, which is crazy. And it makes me wonder, like, is it political? Is it about money? So it's all a kind of a messy game, and they're definitely not. It's not that they aren't qualified, because I'm sure the most qualified players are at HBCUs. So, why is it that this just happened?
You said it, political. At the end of the day, people don't know this is a business. College is a business. My thing is, if you just got to look at this, why aren't we paying college students? It's that simple. Why are we giving these kids $300, $400 stipend checks when they're making hundreds of millions for your school? So it has a lot to do with the business side of things. But I want people to not be afraid, because you remember back in the day, some years ago, they wasn't letting Black people eat at the same restaurants as whites. So it's always going to be some type of rules and some type of boundaries that has to be broken. And I'm proud for my brother Hersey not being afraid, because guess what? The thing that we live by in our household is what's meant for you is for you. And that's what Hersey and now Shakir, they're doing for these young athletes. Don't be afraid. They want you to be afraid so you don't put money back into the community, our people. If all of our best talent go to HBCUs, they're gonna have to make these the biggest schools, the biggest gyms. They're gonna have to invest in us. So you just can't be afraid. It's all kind of, you know, manipulation in politics where we really control the narrative if we want to.
That's true. And I want to make a quick correction because I know they're going to tear me up. He's at Jackson State. Deion Sanders is at Jackson State. So just want to say. They're going to be like, he's not a coach at Tennessee.
Romeo, we gotta have Hersey Miller and Shakir on the show. We gotta have them on the show to talk about this. I think this is a really important issue.
Oh, we'll hook that up, man. And one thing I got to say about Hersey, man, he had a lot of top schools. He's a humble kid, but we had USC calling, you know, Vanderbilt literally the days before. When he made this decision, he could have went to any D1 school he really wanted to because he's just that good of an athlete. But he was like, I really want to, you know, be a trailblazer and I want to do something for the community that's bigger than basketball. And now we here, baby. Welcome to the family, Shakir. TSU first, TSU next year. We're going to get that TSU in Tennessee and Texas. I hope you be there, Jazz.
Romeo, you better talk your stuff to your brother.
Okay. You better put some respect on the Miller name. Come on, man.
All right. With that, y'all, we have to take a quick break, but we'll be right back with more of the mix here on Fox Soul. So keep it locked in.